Hey guys, how's it going? It's Matt from Fidelity Gaming TV, and this is part 2 of my 4-part series previewing the 2013 through 2014 NHL divisions. So today we will focus on Division B, or the Central Division, in this episode. This is a pretty good division, but I think in my mind there's one team that's going to, have a good time. So we start off at the top, and the top is the top for the Chicago Blackhawks. Stanley Cup winning season in the past couple of seasons. They won in 2010 and again last year. You can't do much when you win a Stanley Cup. There's not much more you can do. They sign Corey Crawford to a new contract. You know, they keep pretty much some good players. They lost David Boland and Michael Frolik, a couple of bottom six forwards. But you know what? The Chicago Blackhawks are going to win this division. I think everybody knows that. I think they pretty much know that in the back of their heads, even though they're not going to, just party just yet. But, I don't think there's going to be much competition to disrupt them in this division. You might see St. Louis a little bit, maybe trying to make a push for it, but I think it's pretty obvious Chicago's going to win the division. Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, you just go down the list. Duncan Keith, Seabrook. It's really easy to tell they will win this division, no doubt about it. Next up, the Colorado Avalanche. So the Colorado Avalanche, obviously the first overall pick in the 2013 NHL draft, drafting Nathan MacKinnon. I think this is a very good pick for them. Maybe they could have got Seth Jones because they already did have a pretty decent offense, a pretty good offense in my eyes. But, they decided to get Nathan MacKinnon, and that's a pretty good choice. Whoever got chosen in the top 5 picks in that draft was going to be a very good player for their team. So I think the Avalanche did do some good things. They brought in Alex Tanguay from the Calgary Flames. They kept some of their good players. Duchesne, Landeskog are still going to be there. I'm not sure if McKinnon's going to make the cut. I think he will, but you never know. So Colorado, though, I see them getting out of the bottom 5 in the regular season, but I still see them not making the playoffs and kind of in between the 8th, or sorry, not the 8th, the making the playoffs and the bottom 5. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars. So the Dallas Stars made a couple of big moves last season, obviously giving away their captain, Brendan Morrow. I shouldn't say giving away, but trading away their captain, Brendan Morrow, to the Pittsburgh Penguins. They got a couple of good prospects. Morrow is a prospect that they got back, a different Morrow. And then they got Tyler Seguin from the Boston Bruins. They did have to give up a great player in Louis Eriksson, but I think Tyler Seguin's a great addition to this team. I'm not sure how he's going to play. If he plays well like he did in his first year in Boston when he won the Cup, that's a great player to have. Jamie Benn's going to be there. Carl Lenton's an outstanding goaltender. The question is, though, for Dallas, defense. Do they have enough defense? I don't think they do, and quite frankly, I don't even think they have a good enough offense. I see them falling short of a playoff spot. I don't see them doing too bad, but they're not going to make the playoffs this season. Next up, we have the Minnesota Wild. Now, the Minnesota Wild have had a interesting last couple of seasons. They definitely weren't in the bottom 5 or anything, but they were kind of rebuilding in a strong fashion, and I think they made fantastic moves, and as a result, last year they made the playoffs. So Minnesota, a very good team. Last year in free agency, they got Ryan Suter and they got Zach Parise, so 2 very good players. They got Danny Heatley a couple years ago, and with him they got a prospect, Charlie Coyle, who's now coming up and looking very good. They got a couple of other people, Bouchard, so they look pretty good. I think last year they definitely deserved to make the playoffs, but unfortunately got paired up against the eventual Stanley Cup champions. But, I think next year the Minnesota Wild are going to finish 3rd in this division. I think that they got some good defense, they got some good offense. Backstrom's a great goaltender, Harding's a good backup. I see them finishing 3rd in this division. Next up, we have the Nashville Predators. Now, Nashville kind of a weird season last year. They traded away one of their best offensive guys in Martin Erat to the Washington Capitals, and I was really wondering about that. Why would they do that? Because, first of all, right now, Nashville does not have anything offensively. they don't have many good players. Fisher is probably their best guy offensively. They got some other guys. Smith, he's sort of doing good, but it's in Nashville. It's all about defense. You got Shea Weber. They just drafted Seth Jones, for God's sake, so they're going to be very good in defense for the next couple of years. I don't know if Seth Jones is going to come up to the team right away or have a year in the minors, but either way, I think it's going to depend on the play of Pekka Rinne. If Pekka Rinne plays well, Nashville can do good. I definitely see them getting out of the bottom 5, but I don't see them making the playoffs this year. They're going to be in between the bottom 5 and the playoffs. So next up is the St. Louis Blues. Now, the Blues last season, they did pretty good, I thought. They got the 4th seed, and I thought that they did all right in the playoffs. They could have, I think, gave LA a bit of a better fight, but they did pretty good. The goaltending from Halak was pretty good, not as good as last year. And then they have Jake Allen coming up and possibly taking Halak's starting role. We'll find that out. But they still got David Backes. My question is, why did they trade away David Perron to the Edmonton Oilers? That was a fantastic trade, I think, for the Edmonton Oilers. They got Puyarvi from the Oilers, but I don't know. I don't like him as much as Perron, and maybe that's just a personal thing, but I really don't like him as much as Perron. And I definitely think that they're going to make the playoffs, obviously. Pretty good defense. You still got players like TJ Oshie, Backes, but I think they're going to make the playoffs, and since this division isn't too hard, they're going to get second. Next up, I have the Winnipeg Jets, the final team in this division. This is a very, I don't know what you want to call them, a bubble team, if you will. Last couple of years, they've been trying to sneak their way into that little 8th seed in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, but that didn't happen. So I wonder if the Western Conference will give Winnipeg a better shot at making the playoffs, especially since their division isn't all too hard. Not many teams are going to make the playoffs from this division. I think both the wildcard teams are going to come from the Pacific Division. That being said, where are they going to finish? Because if Minnesota's 3rd and St. Louis is 2nd and Chicago's 1st, where are they going to finish? I think they're going to battle out with Phoenix for that 2nd wildcard spot. But, Andre Pavlik's an okay goaltender. He's good, but, they got Evander Kane. I think these guys are going to need a couple of years, and they're going to need to add some more key players. If they do that, then they're golden. But as of right now, they're going to be fighting with Phoenix, but I have them losing that battle and finishing 4th in this division, not making the playoffs for the 2013 through 2014 season. Thanks, guys, for watching this second part of a 4-part series. Next up, we will start with the Eastern Conference and preview the Atlantic Division, and we'll take it from there. So thanks, guys, for watching. Check out the channel. Leave a like. This is Matt signing off of Fidelity Gaming TV. Peace.